So today we're going to talk about a really powerful idea for anyone who isn't the top boss in their organization, which, let's be real, is most of us. It's called second chair leadership, and it totally reframes what it means to have real influence. Okay, so let's kick things off with a story. In his book, Dr. Tracy Reynolds tells this amazing tale about how he went from being the absolute worst trumpet player in his school band to the very best in a single day. It's a great story about ambition, but here's the twist. The rest of his work is all about the surprising power and the strategic advantage of not being number one. You know, we're all kind of taught to strive for that first place trophy. But in any organization, there's only one CEO, one conductor, one top spot. The reality is, most of us play other roles. And as we're about to see, that is not a consolation prize, it's actually a massive opportunity. So the whole idea here is built on this really cool metaphor, looking at your organization like it's an orchestra. Every single musician is vital, right? But we're gonna zero in on the unique art of leading from the second chair, a position of incredible and often totally overlooked influence. Now, check out this contrast. It's pretty interesting. The first chair, yeah, they have the final say, they play the main melody, but man, they carry all the pressure. The buck stops with them. But the second chair, they get this unique vantage point. They provide the harmony and they stay close to the rest of the team. It's not a lesser role, it's a completely different role with its own kind of strategic power. All right, so what makes this position so powerful? Well, the second chair isn't just some waiting room from the top spot. Think of it more like a strategic hub with a 360-degree view. It lets you see things that the leader at the very top and the team on the front lines might completely miss. I mean, really think about it for a second. You're close enough to the team to get what they're going through, their challenges, their frustrations, but you also have access to the leader, so you understand their vision and their pressures. This makes the second chair leader an absolutely crucial connector, a translator, and a vital communication hub for the whole organization. And this really gets to the heart of it. One of the second chair's true superpowers is empathy. The moment you start to understand the immense weight on the first chair's shoulders, you begin to build the kind of trust that's required for real influence. You stop being just a subordinate and you become a trusted advisor. So this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually use this unique influence? Well, it's not about commanding from the top down. It actually happens in three distinct directions, all at the same time. At its core, leadership from the middle is all about service. You influence up by serving your leader, which takes humility. You influence across by collaborating with your peers, which means you need a team-first mindset. And you influence down by mentoring your team, which takes generosity. It's a fundamental shift from trying to take control to trying to add value. This quote from Andy Stanley just nails the whole influencing up strategy. When you publicly support your leader in their decisions, you're not just being a yes man. You're building up relational capital that earns you a voice behind closed doors, where you can give honest feedback and actually help shape decisions. And for influencing across, this timeless piece of wisdom from Harry S. Truman is the key. When the mission becomes more important than your ego, you stop competing with your peers and you start completing them. You celebrate their wins as the team's wins, and that creates a culture where everybody gets to thrive. Okay, this next idea might sound completely backward, but just hang with me for a second. The ultimate goal of a great second chair leader isn't to protect their own position, but to build a team that's so strong they actually become replaceable. This is about building a legacy, not an empire. You know, the leadership expert John Maxwell provides the perfect framework here. A lot of leaders get stuck at level 3, focused only on results, but the truly great second chair leaders push to level 4. They make this crucial shift from what they can get from their team to what they can give to their team, developing them as people and as the leaders of tomorrow. And hey, this isn't some new age business concept. This is ancient wisdom. When Moses' father-in-law, Jethro, saw him totally burning out trying to do everything himself, he gave him this crucial advice: delegate and empower. The goal of leadership isn't to be the hero who solves every single problem, but to build a system of heroes. So let's bring this all back together. When second chair leaders really embrace their role, when they serve in every direction, and when they focus on developing others, the entire organization starts to make some beautiful music. That whole orchestra metaphor becomes a reality. The organization's mission, that's the clear, memorable melody. The team is aligned, so they play in tune together. and healthy debate and disagreement, that's not just noise. That's the rich harmony that gives the music its depth and complexity. This is actually a fantastic way to diagnose your team's health. What does your organization actually sound like? Is the mission clear? Is the team on the same page? Or do you hear those harsh notes of conflict and misalignment? The conversations in the hallways, the energy in meetings, that's the real music your organization is making. The book holds up John the Baptist as the ultimate second chair leader. And this quote just captures that selfless mindset perfectly. The goal isn't personal fame or glory. It's about preparing the way for a greater mission. It's about serving something much, much bigger than yourself. At the end of the day, here's the thing to remember. You don't need the title of first chair to be a conductor of influence. Leadership is an action, not a position. So the only question left to ask is, what kind of music will you help create from the chair you're in right now?